Hello, I'm Doug McCartney and I'm an angry man. Why am I angry? Give me just a few minutes of your valuable time and I will explain. I will tell you all. Wherever I go in the world, doesn't matter which country, which state, which county, I get handed a leaflet just like this one. The words might differ slightly, but the story is basically the same. And it's this: either I worship the Lord Jesus Christ, or I will burn in hell for eternity. Those are the only two choices: worship Jesus or burn. And that pisses me off. I'm basically a good bloke, a kind person. I give up my time to help at a doggy rescue group. I go out of my way to make newcomers to Australia welcome. I don't deserve to burn in hell. You see, I recognise that Jesus is a phony. He's a fake messiah, a total bullshit artist. It isn't my fault that I have at least one active brain cell in my head. Apparently something like 2.2 billion Christians around the world worship this monster, this lunatic, this raving madman, this god of hell. Dr. Seymour Hersh, a contemporary of Sigmund Freud back in the early 20th century, said of Jesus, Jesus was a paranoid megalomaniac. He presents as extreme a case of that illness as can possibly be imagined. So why? Someone please explain. Why do otherwise normal, healthy-minded people worship this cruel, callous, sadistic, evil, fake messiah, this phony Christ thing that would happily and gleefully see you and your family, your children, your grandchildren, everybody except for these born-again fuckheads, happy to see you all burn in eternity in the fires, the flames of hell forever and ever and ever. What's in it for you? Please explain. Now look, I want to give you a hypothetical scenario. Here in Australia, we have a politician called Tony Abbott. Bit of a weirdo. He was once the Prime Minister of this country, but he got biffed out as soon as people realised just how weird he is. Even so, I admire Tony Abbott, not for his politics, but for his bravery. Tony Abbott is, I'm not sure if he still is, a fiery, not a fairy, a fiery. In other words, a volunteer firefighter. Now, I want you to imagine this. Here comes the hypothetical scenario. Tony Abbott and his firefighting mates get called to a burning house. The fire is blazing away, flames leaping out of the roof, out of the windows, everywhere. And someone says to him, "Mr. Firefighter, there's a family inside that burning house." Now, what does Tony Abbott do? Knowing the man he is, Tony Abbott races straight for the front door to rescue the family. But on his way in, he notices in the front garden, yard, whatever you call it, a notice what says, "Vote for Bill Bloggs, your local Labour candidate." Whoa! Labour is the party in direct opposition to the party Tony Abbott represents. So what does he do? Does he turn his back on this family, allow them to burn to death? Absolutely not. The fact that this family doesn't vote for him doesn't enter his head. Tony Abbott proceeds, smashes down the door, rescues the man and the woman inside and all three children. He doesn't give a moment's thought to whether or not they vote for him, care for him, worship him. None of that matters. All Tony Abbott is concerned with is rescuing the people inside. Who, in your opinion, is the more kind, caring, merciful? Tony Abbott or your Lord Jesus fucking Christ? It's obvious, isn't it? Tony Abbott wipes the floor with Jesus fucking Christ. Now, here's the strange thing. Are you ready for this? Tony Abbott is a devout Catholic. Yes, he is. Hard to believe, isn't it? But religion has very little to do with intelligence and probably nothing to do with courage. It has to do with brain fill. It has to do with your childhood conditioning. It has to do with the crap that's jammed into your brain when you're a child. And Tony Abbott's brain was filled with Catholicism. Absolute crap, bullshit, nonsense. And he's never grown out of it. Despite his intelligence, he still believes that corpses can spring back to life, that dead bodies can go walkabouts. We're talking here about zombies. And Tony Abbott worships one. Right now, according to Time magazine and the Pew Research Center, 42% the population of the USA is looking forward to Armageddon. It's when the righteous ones, the born again, rah rah rah, evangelical fuckwit Christians will be raptured into the sky just seconds before the nuclear warheads explode. They'll be raptured into the sky to meet Jesus, who coincidentally is plummeting down, and he will meet them, the righteous ones, mid-sky, give them a little pat on the head. He will descend down to earth, do battle with the great beast 666, drive the great beast into the lake of eternal fire, and then the righteous ones will gradually float down to earth and repopulate the earth. You and I and 99% the population of planet Earth will have been reduced to ash, or we will have starved to death, we will have been eaten to death by rats and cockroaches, because they'll probably survive. No one else will, except for these righteous, born again, rah rah rah, evangelical fuckheads. They don't think this is a joke. It's not a joke. They really believe this. Their whole life is devoted to this belief, this end times belief, when Jesus will save them, but all us sinful ones will die the most horrible death imaginable. So now you know why I'm an angry man. I'm an old man. I've lived my life. If I die tomorrow, no big deal. But I am concerned about the children who are going to die. And I'm concerned about animal life. Why should we stand by doing absolutely nothing while millions of rah 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 evangelical born again fuckheads do everything they possibly can to bring about Armageddon, the joy of nuclear obliteration? Surely it's worth doing something to prevent that happening. That's why I'm making these videos, this one being the first. That's why I'm sending letters to hundreds of influential media people. Anything I possibly can do to wake people up. We need to wake the fuck up. That's what I'm trying to do here. Thanks for watching. There will be more.